What's up, everybody? It's Josh here, back with another Boston Celtics related video. Free agency is just about a few hours away, and I wanted to talk about the Gordon Hayward situation. So, as everyone knows by now, Gordon Hayward opted out of his $34 million player option from the Celtics yesterday, making him an unrestricted free agent by 6 o'clock today. And I'm going to be real with you guys. This move hurts Boston. There's not really another way to look at it. Hayward was averaging 18, 7, and 4 as the fourth option on what was a championship contending team, I think it's safe to say. This is not good any way you look at it. Hayward wanting out of Boston is not a good thing. You're not going to get anyone in return that is better than Hayward, but at the same time, I feel like that I'm not one of those local media guys that's Hayward's irreplaceable, he's invaluable, the Celtics have to keep him. No, I'm gonna trade Hayward for the right deal, And the thing is Hayward opting out doesn't necessarily mean he's just going to walk away for nothing. Now he could if the Knicks give him 3 for 75 or 4 for 100, 130. I don't know, whatever it's being reported right now. He could easily take that and the Celtics would get nothing for him. But if a team like the Indiana Pacers want Gordon Hayward, they're already over, or they're close to over the cap. I don't think they have much cap space. So they would have to do a sign and trade with us. So we would sign Hayward and trade him for Indiana for a swap. And I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, the thing is trading Hayward obviously sucks. And that would mean your big three acquisitions from over the past few years, Al Horford, Kyrie Irving, and Gordon Hayward, all skipped town. That's not really a good sign. Now, I'm not one of these people out here that's Boston, they can't keep good players. They can't get any good free agents. That's being a little harsh. I think it was just a really, really unfortunate situation. And Kyrie Irving had a lot to do with it. Now, I don't want to blame Kyrie for everything, but Danny Ainge said after Kyrie Irving left and Al Horford left that he doesn't think Al Horford would have left if he knew that Kemba Walker was coming. So, Al Horford just took a ridiculous deal from Philly. There was no way he was turning that down. That's why that happened. Then Gordon, he broke his ankle and it was just a disaster from the start. Now, with Hayward, it's understandable why he would want a fresh start, and I think he's going to get one. I don't think he's coming back to Boston. It was always a possibility he can still re-sign with Boston on a longer deal, but more long-term financial security. I don't think that's going to happen. I think he wants out. So what do I think is going to happen? I think that Hayward wants to go home. He wants to go to Indianapolis. And really, if you're a Celtics fan, you should hope he goes to Indianapolis because they have what we want, a competent center. They'll have to do a sign and trade if they want Hayward. So what I think is going to happen tonight, and something that just happened too, breaking news, Enes Kanter has been dealed from Boston to Portland in a 3-team trade. Memphis was also involved. Looks like Boston will be getting a future pick back. But what this does is it frees up money for Boston, and it also frees up a roster spot. Celtics are already in need at center. They wouldn't trade Enes Kanter if they knew that they're about to get someone else pretty soon. And I think that person is Miles Turner, and Indy and Boston, Miles Turner for Gordon Hayward deal. I think that's been basically the hot rumor for a while now. And I think it's going to happen tonight because here's the thing. So most of them that I've interacted with act like they want Hayward, but they act like Hayward for Turner straight up isn't fair because they say Miles Turner is a top 5 center or a top 10 center. He might be top 10, yeah, maybe in that range, but I think they're overvaluing Miles Turner a little bit. Miles Turner and Domantas Sabonis cannot play at the same time, and Pacers fans know that. They clearly value Sabonis more. So they would have to give up Miles Turner in the deal for Gordon Hayward. Now, I don't know if it will be a 1-for-1 swap, but that is an option. I think it could be something like Hayward and Semi Ojeleye, maybe Carson Edwards for Miles Turner and Doug McDermott. I think that would be super fair. That would be something that I'd be willing to do if I was Boston. Because here's the thing. I think, Gordon Hayward, despite his injury history, he's been a solid player. Like I said, he averaged 18, 7, and 4 as the fourth option on this team last year. He is a good playmaker. He is a good defender. He's someone that could take attention off Victor Oladipo. And Indy would be a fun team with him. But Miles Turner, he was good. He's been good. But last year he averaged 12, 6, and 1 on 45% from the field. Like that, that's good. That's what the Celtics probably need. He's a good defender as well, good rim protector. So like he's not miles ahead, head and shoulders above Gordon Hayward. Like, it would be a fair swap. In fact, I think Indy would be getting the better player, but the Celtics would be getting the better situation, I feel like, from this, because they get a competent center. They'd probably give you a starting lineup of Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Daniel Tice, and Miles Turner. That's really, really, really good. That would be a dream scenario for Boston, considering Hayward would have to leave. The Celtics do not want to give up Hayward. They have to give up Hayward. So if they are having to give him up, they're going to want something valuable in return. They're going to want Miles Turner. We're not giving you Gordon Hayward and Romeo Langford and a first-round pick or something crazy like that. Like, Indy's getting the better player, but I think the Celtics are getting the better situation out of this deal. So that's what I think is going to happen tonight. Now, something crazy could happen. It is the NBA. But barring anything ridiculous, I think Hayward will be an Indiana Pacer. And, I wish him well. It sucks that he would have to leave Boston. And he's still a really good player. It seems like people are trying to claim he's not a good player anymore to try and decrease his value. He is a very, very good player. Just the problem is he couldn't stay healthy here. And maybe that'll change with the change of scenery. I don't know. But here's the thing, Hayward, it hasn't been just a couple falls. It hasn't just been that broken ankle. It was the broken ankle 2 years ago. Last year he missed 10 games. And then this year he missed several stretches with a broken hand and cortisone shots in the foot that was bothering him. And then he missed 90% of the playoffs with his sprained ankle. So it hasn't just been that one ankle injury. It's been a lot. I believe he's missed like 111 games, something like that. That's not good. So Hayward, I think he just wants a fresh start. I think the Celtics want a competent big, and I would definitely take Doug McDermott in a deal for some shooting out the bench. I think that would be fair for both sides. Indiana would be a fun team. Celtics would put themselves squarely back up in the mix for top of the Eastern Conference. This is a fair deal for both sides. So, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to talk about what I think Hayward's going to do tonight in free agency, but see y'all next time. Peace.